Well, hi all. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's been a nice week. I had a brew day, brew weekend. Anyway, cheers. I'm drinking the wet stuff today. It's obviously 90% of what I make anyway, so why not drink it? Oh, it's been a good week. I obviously you saw my video, homebrew weekends. Well, brew day. So I made that stout. So I don't know. I read up about stout. I think it's Black Dog, Top Dog Stout, and I was reading some reviews about it, and the phrase was it was one of those really good beers, one of the best beers before the craft brew age, and from what I was reading, a lot of people were giving reviews of out of five, 3 and 2.5 and 3.5, and not really many fours, not many fives really. So um, yeah, so I'm sure whether the days of the English ale, the cask ales and stuff like that are slowly fading away. Maybe it's the times are changing, as I say. Um, I mean, tonight I went out for a few beers. We went to a place called it's called the Land of Tro in Bristol, and that they basically sell, I think, about 2 or 3 cask beers, and just a few lagers and stuff like that. And I had a pale ale, which I think it's Sharp's Atlantic Pale Ale, something like that, and it was quite dreadful. And I'm thinking that perhaps the pale ales we get these days are. I don't think that pale ale is bad, but I think it's just. I think people that are making it just lost the feel, the feel for making an exciting beer, because it's just not exciting anymore. So yeah, so that's what I've perceived in the last week, and then I went down to another hostelry called it's called the Royal Navy Volunteer in Bristol, and they used to be a kind of traditional pub, but now they really have switched over to the craft beers. They've still got their selection of keg beers, and I was looking for a beer to have tonight, and I had 1, 2, 3 tastes of some cask beer, and I don't know. I think when I go for a few beers nowadays, I just want to have something a bit more exciting and stuff like that. I don't enjoy having smooth session ales, which are just a bit, I don't know, just not that fizzy. Anyway, in the end, I ended up having a really nice, maybe perhaps a pale ale with loads of mosaic in it, and the mosaic was like, oh, really, really gorgeous. I couldn't spell it on the actual beer itself, but I could taste it in the beer itself, the aromas and the flavour, and it was just amazing. And yeah, we all love APAs and American IPAs and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go on to a new stage now. I start looking at my notes. I think in the next few months I've actually bought I bought some special beer, I think it was, and I bought some biscuit malt, and I'm gonna be making some, and I've got a Belgium beer yeast in the fridge, and I bought that a few months ago because I had this idea that I was going to make a few Belgian beers. So I'm going to make something quite traditional, like some traditional Belgian beer, and also I'm going to make I want to make a Belgium style IPA. I think when we had the craft beer festival a few months ago in Bristol, I think I had an American IPA, a Belgian style IPA then, and the yeast really, I don't know, it just made a big difference. So that's in the pipeline. I think in the next, maybe this week or next week, I will be getting the ingredients together and having a brew day in most likely in the early part of November. So that's in the plans. I've had my brew in the bag come from BJ Filters up in North Wales. They happily did one which was the right size for my grain fibre basket. And I got somebody to excuse me, do a hole in the bottom so I can actually slip it over the overflow hole into the bottom of the bag thing. That's plan one, because I want to obviously just stop all the grains going there after last weekend's fun in making homebrew. I found that I still got a hell of a lot of grain coming through, so I just wanted. I mean, sometimes when I'm brewing different grains, it doesn't happen, but I'm finding it with the big bags of Warminster malt I've got at the moment. It's just all pre-ground and it's all too small. Maybe in the future I'll buy a mill and mill my own grain. I won't have to bother about that. Beer and stuff. Anyway, plan two is to get a clone of the bottom mashing disc. I've asked somebody if they can prefabricate me one, but to obviously just prefabricate with finer holes, but obviously more holes, and perhaps that will stop more of the particulates getting through. What else is news? I've got some friends. I've got a 10-litre kind of plastic keg out the back, and I bought it a few months ago from a local brewery shop because I thought I could use it for doing barley wines and things like that in it. And in the end, I just got some corny kegs, so I've got these kegs out there, and I just obviously, like we all do, I just love brewing, and I thought I'd just make a 10-litre batch for a friend to keep in his house to taste of the week. And they have discussed it in the house, and I have decided that they could definitely just about drink 10 litres of beer in a week between them. So that challenge is on. So and then when I next get my fermented free, which might be this weekend, I might even use a plastic bottle, plastic bucket actually. That's just as good. It's not going to be the best, but anyway. So I might make a brew for them. So I just want to experiment a bit, get a few, perhaps just work on a few recipes and things like that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to be quick. I'm just going to run out to 15 minutes, I suppose. Rambling on as ever. Shout out to Rusty Homebrew. He got some of my beers and he got very excited last Friday, and I feel extremely humbled by his comments and his really excellent feedback. And also I got lots and lots of more subscribers. Thanks, Rusty. It's really nice to see you enjoyed, and you thought a lot of my beer. I mean, you said a lot of nice things, and I'm not planning on opening any breweries at the moment. I think I've got a long way to go until I'm consistently making really excellent beer. But in the meantime, I will consistently make beer which is quite excellent and inconsistent at times. I'm always like striving to get the best beer I can drink, like we all do, with the kind of SJ pour type of idea. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm actually slowly approaching 100 subscribers. It's I think I've been actively doing Homebrew Wednesdays now for almost half a year. I'm up to about, I think this is about number 23, 24 of my homebrew Wednesdays. So that's a good thing. I'll have to think of something else to give away or something. Yes, well, I will. I'll think of something anyway. But thank you very much to you all for subscribing and all your great comments. And I'm always open to critical comments and ideas and things and stuff like that. That's it. I'm going to cut it short. Got an SG pour to come in the next day or two. I'm on my last beer, which will be done hopefully before next Friday. Not this Friday coming, Friday week, because the 30th is the end of the date. And I most likely will make a beer soon, but I may not record that one because it will just be a kind of me chilling out, doing it without having to fuss around with all the recording and stuff like that. But anyway, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. And I'll see you all next week. Cheers.